and welcome to the Lazy Girls Kitchen. My name is Maggie, and on today's episode, I'm going to share with you how I make my pudding jello popsicles. So I love this recipe. It's so delicious, it's so easy, it's so inexpensive, and with the summertime upon us, it's perfect. So all you're going to need are a handful of ingredients, nothing too fancy, nothing too expensive, just really simple stuff that you probably already either have in your pantry or in your fridge. So without further ado, let me take you over the list of ingredients. Okay, so here are the things that you're going to need. You're going to need some heavy whipping cream. You're going to need some instant pudding. I'm going to be using vanilla today. That's my favorite flavor. You're going to need some milk. A lot of the packages say to use 2%. I actually like to use whole milk, so I'm going to use that. And then all you're going to need is some pudding pop molds. So those are mine. I bring them out every year. They're my favorite thing to use. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so in a little bowl, I have my heavy whipping cream, which is right over here. And this I'm gonna whip with my handheld whisk until stiff peaks start to appear and you get the consistency of whipped cream. And then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so my whipped cream is whipped, as you can see. It's pretty stiff. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this aside and I'm gonna start working on my pudding mixture. So in a big bowl that I have here, let me move this over here. Let me show you. My big bowl here, I have my pudding mixture. I'm gonna add in my milk. And now we're gonna work this for about 2 minutes or so, just until you start to develop pudding. Now, I'm not even washing my beaters because everything's eventually going to be incorporated. So I'm just going to go in and mix it, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. Okay, so I mixed this for about 2 minutes, and as you can see, the pudding is pretty much set. So basically what you're looking for is when you put your spoon in and you take your finger and run it down your spoon, it's like this. Super good. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold in our whipped cream into our pudding mixture. Now, I didn't add any sugar into my whipped cream because I feel like vanilla is already very sweet and I don't wanna add any unnecessary sugars to my ice cream. So, gently, we are gonna fold in our whipped cream to make this really nice and fluffy. Oh, it smells so good. And I like to use a big bowl because, well, I tend to get very messy, so this kind of helps. And the whipped cream is really gonna give this nice, fluffy, like airy feeling to your popsicle, which is really what we're looking for. That's why I only added about 3/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. I don't use too much. So look at this. Oh, the consistency, look at that. You see how lovely that is? And it smells so vanilla-y. Oh, I love it. So we're gonna give this a few more turns. All right, so I just wanna show you up close just how lovely this looks. Look, can you see that? It's like light and fluffy. Oh, it almost looks like, kind of like marshmallow, I think, but better. All right, so this looks pretty good to me. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my molds and I'm gonna fill up my molds with the mixture, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. Okay, so my containers are filled up and I left a little bit of space, like you could see a little bit, because once I push the sticks in, you just want to make sure it has a little bit of breathing room. So I'm just gonna put all my little stick things in. And I actually had extra, so I put it in a little container so then the grown-ups can have some ice cream, like cones, while the kids have little popsicles, which I think is so cute. That is if I don't eat these all. All right, so now I'm gonna put these into the freezer overnight, and then I'll show you what they look like when they set. Okay, so I just got home and I decided to treat myself to some ice cream that I made. Look at that. So it broke off. It's in here, right here, which is fine because I'll just scoop that out after. But look at this. Do you see that? so delicious. It's so light and like not overly sweet like sometimes vanilla tends to be. It's just like the perfect amount of sweetness. And the whipped cream that we put in here is what's making it really nice and fluffy. But honestly, you have to head over to the Lazy Girl's Kitchen to get the recipe, and make sure you subscribe and give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.